I am a product of failure. My father was a drug addict and an ex-convict. My mother, in the eyes of society, was a failure. To survive, she sold tapa, tocino, dressed chicken by pushing a cariton every day. Me? I wish I was a Nepo baby. But I'm not. I wish I had a flood control project. But I don't. So when I was young and poor, it was very easy to feel powerless. But that sentence is so correct. Powerlessness is not a state, it is a feeling. I refuse the feeling of being powerless. I will not be powerless. I will not be invisible. I will not waste this one life that I have. So let's see. What are within my powers at that time? I could do drugs. Sure. I could marry rich at maging isang Disney princess. I could go to crime. Budol-budol, scam people. See? I am not powerless. I have options, but those options are not good. Those options are people who are afraid to suffer. I am willing to suffer to have better options. So at 14, I looked around their tiny rented apartment. I only have 2 t-shirts and 1 pair of pants. Those are the only things I own. I sleep under the stairs like Harry Potter. We can't afford college. I have no job. I am nothing. So I said to myself, beginning today, I will be something. I decided to find a job. At age 14, I was underage. I don't know anything. So I became a mascot in a pizza restaurant, dancing for kids every day inside a rubber suit. You see, you cannot stay longer than 45 minutes inside that costume. I think you will die of dehydration because you will sweat so much. Do you know what the hardest part is? When the sweat goes into your eyes, you cannot wipe it. So the only way to remove the sweat was to cry. The tears will wash out the sweat. But hey, no complaints. It was a small step. There's a little money, but I am still nothing. Because people know the mascot, not me. And the lesson I learned during that time, find the job where you can grow. So, I applied at McDonald's. But when HR interviewed me, I could not answer in English. Ayun. The 14-year-old Marvin was rejected. Lesson learned during that time? Knowledge is everything. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is death. So I learned enough English and I got interviewed to be a waiter in this restaurant, Tia Maria's. Wow, that was big for me. But the interviewer asked me, are you 18 and above? Oh no, I was only 15. So I said, yes, sir. I will be 18 3 years from now. But I think the interviewer saw something. Is it desperation in my eyes? Or is it determination, hunger, drive? She gave me the job. And the lesson that I learned, never underestimate the kindness of people. One day, they asked for volunteers to dance while shaking the margarita shaker to the tune of Macarena. I volunteered. Bibong-bibo ako nun. Instead of serving tacos, I was dancing. The lesson I've learned, be shameless. The universe gives you something, take it, don't let go. And before I knew it, they made me dance in a noontime show. You know the rest of the story, ABS-CBN found me, the TV station here in the Philippines. The small step of dancing became the big step of a showbiz career. I became an actor and star. From there, I thought I was unstoppable until my mentor, my super duper honest mentor told me this: Marvin, you are short. You have a baby face. Your acting is cute. Your career will fade in 3 years. Ouch. I will never forget that moment. It's like a pilot telling you that the plane will crash. But no, I will not go back to my Harry Potter room. I will not be invisible again. I looked for an alternative career. And the lesson that I learned during that time: don't be afraid. Be prepared. Win the war before you fight it. I am now preparing for my next battle. Preparing for a life outside showbiz. When Mr. Donut, a donut brand here, approached me for an endorsement, they asked for my talent fee. I said, don't pay me with money. Give me a franchise. Small decision, but boom. I'm now a business owner. Happy ending? Not yet. I found out the real business is not like a role on TV. I'm sure a lot of people would relate to this, that real business is hard, painful, and unending. There is no director that would shout, cut. You learn the ropes 24/7, very complicated ropes like inventory, food costing. By evening, we had to give away our unsold donuts for free. Donuts that I have paid with my hard-earned money. And with a bit of the donut money and savings from acting, I did another small step. I set up rice capades in rice meal outlet, but soon the workers were secretly giving the customers less food so they can keep a little for themselves. They were stealing from me. And I had to learn at this point the more complicated skill of human management. But then I realized, wait, all of my problems arose because I did not fully master what I was doing. I will have to keep learning everything and leave nothing to luck. I became what they call an autodidact. I learn by myself. And at this time, because I built a name in showbiz, a businessman approached me to co-own a restaurant. Oyster Boy, my very first own restaurant, not a stall anymore. And hello, I have no qualifications for entrepreneurship. I was just a bit famous at that time. And the lesson that I learned: if you build your name, your contacts, your reputation, they will be your capital one day. But this is also a realization. I also learned that it is not fulfilling when you are realizing someone else's ideas, like Oyster Boy. So with my other friends, we launched an idea that I helped create, Sumo-Sang. Our first restaurant in Shangri-La Mall was a hit and actually still existing today. That was 20 years ago. But then I was so used to failure. I was so used to falling down, standing up and trying again. After Sumo-Sang, I opened and closed more restaurants. The ones you see today are half of what I closed. Mr. Mock in Eastwood, Kochi here in BGC, and American brands like Wolfgang Steakhouse and Il Lupino. I built an online brand, Yummyverse, and an events place in Poblacion, Makati, Conduic. The faster you fail, the faster you will succeed. This is the question. Among all of them, which project is easy? Nothing. All are exhausting. All involve a lot of sacrifice, but I long stopped seeing them suffering. Why? Because early on in my life, I said to myself, I will not choose comfort. I will not choose easy. I will choose the best. And the best is always difficult. I remember the first line in an old book of Scott Peck: life is difficult. If you disagree with this, you will always suffer. But once you accept this, you will not longer suffer. Because how can you suffer if you already know it is difficult? You've embraced difficulty. It is part of the air you breathe. You will now then be free to focus on opportunity, the opportunity that knocks every second of your life. But still, why do I persist? Why do I persevere? This is a hard lesson that I learned few Christmases ago during pandemic. Hundreds of people ordered the ones I created at home, cochinillo, for Christmas Day. We were so happy kasi ang daming orders. We had prepared stocks, we had drivers lined up, the system was ready. But then, Some ovens broke down. The cochinillos were delayed. Supposedly it would be cooked so drivers can pick them up. So drivers had to leave. Some came back. Some friends even helped with deliveries. I even called my ex to deliver. But by then, it was too late. Families got their orders, ours, dinner, and as not fresh as what we've promised. Of course, everybody was mad. The cochinillo was their Christmas highlight. They had nothing special for their family. I am so ashamed of myself. I did my personal apologies. I refunded and sent some free food or even cochinillos to some. But still, I was depressed for months. And this time, I learned the greatest lesson. Ultimately, it is not about me. It was never about me. It is about serving others, serving your customers, the people who trusted you with their dinners and celebrations. They trusted you with their hard-earned money, with the happiness of their families and friends. We are all here not for ourselves, but for others. To the Marvin 30 years ago, I would say this: congratulations, boy. You recognize God's greatest gift to you, the freedom of choice. All you needed to do was say yes, and you made that first step. And do you know what I see whenever I work in my restaurants? Many, many Marvins. Waiters, cooks, bartenders, managers, all with their own dreams, asking themselves what options they have. And I know why I'm still working hard for them. Because I have to pay it forward. This is the rule of life. God gave you blessings, so be the blessings to others. In closing, what is unique about my story? Nothing. Because success is not a unique phenomenon. It is made by common ingredients, heart and mind, plus blood, sweat, and tears from people willing to shed blood, sweat, and tears every day to get to where they want to go. And I know all of you here have heart and mind, but do you have blood, sweat, and tears that you are willing to shed? If your answer is yes, I guarantee you, you will succeed. So let me summarize, and maybe you can bring this home with you. Number 1, make that small step now. Number 2, make it a habit to learn everything, every moment of the day. Number 3, befriend the pain. Number 4, give back to the world what the world gave to you. And number 5, you are here in this world to serve others. Thank you for listening.